in studio. I didn't know you were going to be here. It's so good to see you, buddy.
Where else would I rather be?
I love that you're here. It's Craig Smith who brings us some fantastic items for our home, in this case, or our office, or our home office. Well, this comes to us from Royal. This is a 100-sheet Supercut Autofeed shredder that clearly shreds paper and staples. Oh my goodness. Black Friday sale price is $129.98. Credit cards, oh my gosh. Lots to talk about here with this one. 5 easy payments of $26. With today's savings and free shipping and handling, you're saving over $32 if you use deal 15 in the code area when you check out. This is going to cost you $110.48. Well, this is a must-have, because what this is not doing is giving you long shreds that you can still read. This is like a confetti maker.
This is Supercut. So what that means, so think about all the stuff that you have laying around your house that has your personal and financial information. All of us worry about losing our identity online, Steve.
Oh, definitely.
You can just as easily lose it if you let this information, you roll it into a ball and just put it at the curb on a Wednesday or Thursday night or whenever your trash comes to get picked up. And what most of us do, crumble it into a ball.
Yes.
We tear a piece of paper in half because it gives us a little bit of therapy to feel better.
Yep.
But none of that helps protect your identity. When you put a piece of paper, 8.5 by 11, through this Royal shredder, it gets turned into over 2,500 little pieces.
Oh,
and you can see right there, right around 2,500 pieces per page. So I know the holidays are a time of year when people like to get together and have that family puzzle to put together.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. Guess how many 2,500 piece puzzles we're putting inside of this shredder right now?
Yeah.
You're not getting those pieces back together again because of this Supercut technology with Royal.
I mean, it literally looks like a snow globe in there. This is
what it is,
fantastic. Yeah. And while we're shopping for the holiday season right now, the most wonderful time of the year, what happens when the year ends? It's tax season. And we have tons of documents with lots of sometimes all of our information on them.
Sure.
And if that goes into the trash, it is sometimes some people's job and duty to dig through our trash and steal our identity. Become your own security system here with this, right?
That's what the bad guys are looking for. The
Yes,
bad guys
are
looking for an easy way to get your identity. That's why we hear like a text message. They're looking for somebody who's not really paying attention and they click on the link. The same thing with your trash. Is it a rolled up piece of paper? And what the bad guys are looking for is just that little bit of information to get a trail started. With this shredder, it actually shreds in 2 different ways through Royal. For your everyday stuff, like a random piece of paper, we have the slot on the top here. That's where the credit cards go. That's where 3 or 4 pages at a time go. But what you're looking at, there's that top spot. I'll drop a credit card in there. But this tray that opens up in the back, that allows you to put up to 100 pages at a time.
Wow.
So if you're still hanging on to taxes from 10, 15 years ago, you don't have to. You hold on to your taxes for 7 years, but if you're thinking, I just don't want to take the time to do all that shredding, we'll take up to 100 pages at a time, put it in the auto feed tray. You walk away from the machine. It will pull them through automatically one at a time. Now this is not a time-consuming chore. It's an easy way to shred that information.
That is wild. You know, I just read an article the other day that said if you have one of those hotel keys that are like credit cards, you're not supposed to like throw those away because your information is within those keys. And like, so basically what you're telling us is those little hotel key cards, your credit cards, this is going to shred that as well.
Expired store loyalty cards is another one. Again, I always like to say,
I never thought about that.
Anything that has your personal, your private, your medical information, if you don't want to share it with the world, if it's not something you would scream across the backyard fence to your neighbor and go, hey, I'm on this medication and this is the balance of my retirement account, then you don't want to just simply throw it away. And you talked about it before with the Supercut. This is what shredding used to look like back in the day.
Right.
You see this little strip right here. They used to call them strip cut shredders. They would cut in nice little strips. Then we moved on to this right here. This is called crosscut. There's still a lot of shredders that do that. This is better, but you could see with a crosscut shredder,
you can read these things.
I can still get a little bit of information off there. Not a lot, but again, the bad guys don't need much.
No.
Next up, we have microcut. Still a lot of brands doing this. 1 piece of paper into about 1,000 pieces, and then look at the difference with Royal. This is a company that's an industry leader when it comes to business machines. This is the Supercut.
Wow.
Again, we had the same things printed on all of these pieces of paper. You're not getting a number, you're not getting a letter, you're not giving any account information once it goes through a Supercut machine, because all you have left is this confetti that the bad guys are not going to be able to put back together again.
Fantastic. Black Friday sale price, $129.98, 5 easy payments of $26. You make the call which color you want. We have it available here in your black, your gray, or your blue. Once I bring this home, Craig, do I need to set this up? How does that work?
You ready?
Yeah.
Plug it in, press the power button.
That's what we like to hear,
That's
Craig
it.
Smith.
Fully assembled, the caster wheels, even the cool little bin. I'm going to pop the bin out here because this is a really cool feature that I love that Royal does. They have a drop bottom bin, so when you have this kind of mess when you're done, you don't want pieces like this falling all over the floor when you empty it. With the bottom drop bin, you press the button, pull the trigger, the bottom drops out, you're able to drop things directly into your trash can with ease. You don't make a mess in your house, and now all of this information, personal, private, medical, it's destroyed and the bad guys are never going to get their hands on it.
That's awesome, because those old school sort of paper shredders, you literally had to take the entire thing apart to get all the shreds out.
And invariably you spill it on the carpet and you try to blame it on the dog. It doesn't work.
We'll definitely want to pick this one up from Royal. As Craig was saying, an industry leader in office equipment and products. This is wonderful, $129.98, 5 easy payments of $26. Hey Craig, what do you have coming up in the next hour?
I have nothing in the next hour, but I'm going to be back tonight with an electric bike that is spectacular. Where do you see that coming up tonight at 9 o'clock?
Well, thank